He is Lincoln Middle's Teacher of the Year. He's also Hamlin County School System Teacher of the Year. And for the first time ever in Hamlin County, Tennessee's Teacher of the Year, Mr. Derek Voiles. Would you please come forward? Give him a standing ovation, please. I know you need to stretch your legs anyway. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Listen, I say all the time, they'll pick anybody these days. First of all, I just want to start by saying how excited I am to be here tonight. So thank you for allowing me to be with you. I have taught middle school in Hamlin County for 7 years. I provided training to middle school teachers all over the state and country. And once upon a time, believe it or not, I was a middle schooler myself. But this is the first time I've ever been invited to the famous, infamous Hamlin County Middle School Scholars Banquet. And I am super excited to finally be here. I've been told that it's the nicest evening in Hamlin County schools. And let me tell you what I've seen so far. The food is great. That you scholars, dang, you look nice. Y'all dress up. And that some of the smartest people in our school district walk around filling glasses and scraping plates. I've always thought, that's awesome. And then I just had this thought that goes through my mind that maybe someday I'll get to go to the Middle School Scholars Banquet. Believe it or not, here I am. And so it really is just awesome to be here with you all tonight. And I just want to start by saying thanks for having me. So scholars, I want to talk directly to you tonight. I really just want to have a conversation with you. You have so much to be proud of. Do you realize that? You should be so proud of yourself for working so hard to get here this evening. This is your night. And it's all the hard work that you've put in over coursework, projects, extracurriculars, and even that dadgum homework. And some of those assignments, your mom, your dad, and even I wouldn't be able to accomplish them. I'm thinking about algebra. Let's talk about algebra. I mean, for real. 8th grade algebra, that is something I just do not understand. Who in the world ever thought letters and numbers should be put together? Crazy people. So I applaud you for the work that you've done so far. But you know what? You've pushed, you've persisted, and you have allowed us to see how it pays off. So tonight, I want you to think about the real reason that you're here. Whether you realize it or not, the real reason you're sitting in this room is because you are a product of something that is very, very powerful. And that something is high expectations. Somewhere along your path in life, someone or maybe several someones has had high expectations for you. And let me tell you, high expectations can be a very powerful thing. Now, believe me, I know when we talk about high expectations, it sounds like something fancy, right? It's something that adults talk about to make you feel good or to encourage you, maybe even to inspire you. But trust me when I say that the power of high expectations is a very real thing with very real effects. I know this because I wouldn't be the 2017 Tennessee Teacher of the Year or the Middle School Scholars Banquet speaker if people hadn't had high expectations for me. Allow me to share with you just a few details of my lifelong drug problem. My mother drugged me to the kitchen table to read and do homework every single night when I was growing up. If I didn't have homework, she found a book for us to read. She would read the left side of the page, and I would read the right. My 6th grade English teacher drugged me off the basketball court and unlocked my love of poetry, prose, and performance in her drama club. Dr. Sharon Teets of Carson Newman College drugged me in her office one day and convinced me that I was not meant to be a lawyer, but that I had the makings of what she saw to be a great teacher. My practicum teacher turned instructional coach, now we can say Dr. Jamie Green, drugged me around the teacher fair after I graduated from college and introduced me to hiring principals. And to this day, she drags me to amazing teacher trainings all across this country. You see, I bring this up because my drug problem, kids, it has nothing to do with addiction. but rather the dedication of adults who believed in me, had high expectations for me, and who ultimately helped me open the door to future successes. If you think about it, I bet you can think of people in your life that have had high expectations for you too. It might be your parents or guardians who are here with you tonight. It might be a teacher who wasn't necessarily the easiest teacher in the building, but who pushed you to think about things in new ways and to create work you never knew you could. It may be the principal or assistant principal who is also here to support you tonight, who pushes his or her teachers to work harder and aim higher just to make sure that you are getting the best middle school education you possibly can. I hope when you think about what an awesome honor it is to be a middle school scholar, that you remember these people and you are appreciative of their challenge as well as their support. But here's the thing. So being a middle school scholar, even though tonight is a big night and 8th grade is a big year, you're not finished. Actually, you're nowhere near it. You are not close to being done. You've only passed the middle of your school journey. And while the high expectations of others has been so important to getting you to this point, here, it's not going to be enough. To get you the rest of the way, scholars, here on out, it's going to be critically important that you have high expectations for yourself. Students with high expectations for themselves, they're very easy to spot. They don't say things like, how many math credits am I required to get? They're people that say, how much math can I get before I graduate? They don't say, well, I get an A in this AP class. They say, taking this AP class will help challenge me in a way that prepares me for college. They don't say, I could do that if. They say, I'm going to make that happen because. They don't say, what more can I do? They say, what more can I do? And they don't use social media to discuss how they hate their homework or don't like their classmates. They use social media to inspire their friends by sharing their goals and future successes. You see, successful students don't see school and learning as an obligation. They see it as a tremendous opportunity. So middle school scholars, I want to challenge you to do a few things for me. First, I want you to identify the people in your life who have held high expectations for you. It may have not always been fun, believe me. You may have had a drug problem. Someone may have had to drag you along the way, but that's okay. Identify those people and tell them the next time you see them, thank you for having high expectations for me. Thank you for pushing me. And the other thing I want you to do is I want you to sit down before you start high school and I want you to write down the specific high expectations that you have for yourself. Write down your goals and the steps that you think it will take to get you there. And then hold yourself to those goals for the next 4 years. There will be times that it will get hard. And there might even be times that you will want to give up. But don't do it. Hold yourself to high expectations and see your education as a tremendous opportunity. Always remember, I believe in you. Your parents and guardians believe in you. These people who are serving drinks and scraping plates believe in you, or they wouldn't be here tonight. But the most important thing is that you must always believe in yourself. You can do it. Finish strong and make us all proud. Scholars, thank you so much for allowing me to be with you tonight. I can't wait to hear about all your future successes. Thank you.